Hey everyone, Charting Man Dan from ChartGuys.com. You know, behind every single video that we put out every single day, there's a wonderful community of traders that we want to invite you to be a part of. Try the free 7-day trial and gain access to our live market broadcasts every morning and afternoon, interact with hundreds of like-minded traders, or take part in one of our dedicated chat rooms, each led by an analyst that's there to answer your questions in real time. Our trial is risk-free with absolutely no commitment or credit card required to experience the TCG community. For those looking for a head start in technical analysis, check out our entries and exits course in the link below in the description. Get up to speed with the fundamentals of TCG technical analysis and experience over 5 hours of great community-driven trading education. Checking in on the biotech sector, we'll look at XBI, LABU, IBB, SRPT, and VRX on the daily and the weekly time frame. So we'll start it off with XBI here. We had a bull break today, and it was a very, very clear bull break and a nice day trading opportunity, or if you wanted to swing it, the bulls definitely closed strong enough to warrant that trading game plan. And the clear break came on the triple top. We had 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, where we had tops at 69.46, 46, 42. As soon as you break 69.46, that's a bull signal, as traders recognize that and jump in and get that bull momentum going on that break. So we went from 69.46 up to 70.26, and that is what, 80 cent gain on the day. Certainly a nice gain on the day, over 1%. And like I said, we can potentially see further gains heading into next week if this bull momentum does continue. So resistance from here is 70.26, followed by 70.65 and 71.02. And that 71.02 is the clearest, most important level I would pick out, just because that was the bounce attempt top when we had a bounce attempt after the dump, and then continue to the downside. So 71.02 key resistance, bulls in control of the short term, and it's a good looking weekly candlestick. That's a bullish weekly candlestick with a long lower wick, buying the dip, closing up near the high, and keeping the higher low pattern intact, keeping the middle Bollinger Band as support. That middle Bollinger Band is 67.53, and the bulls are looking just fine. So what we have now on this weekly time frame is our high, our low of the pullback, a lower high, and now a higher low. So the range is tightening, and the range to be watching is the recent low of 68.01 and the recent high of 72.36. And we're going to trade within that range, at least this coming week, I would assume. If we see a very bullish follow-through week, then potentially we could see a bull break. But there is the psychology here of a potential cup and handle pattern. It would be a little bit of a mini one here, but we would have the left side of the cup, the consolidation, the right side of the cup unable to break the left side, and then bullish consolidation before a breakout. So let's see if that does end up playing out. Personally, I wouldn't be making trades saying this is a cup and handle I want in. I would be making trades based off the daily time frame and key levels and strong closes, indicating where momentum is going. So LABU, same thing. Always a very similar chart to XBI. And the clear break here, we had tops at 47.24, 21, and 18. So as soon as you break 47.24, that's your bull signal. And we went from 47.24 up to 48.86. And that was a 3% move to the upside due to the leveraged ETF here. So that was the way to play it if you were looking for a day trade. And again, nice gains, strong close, all moving averages on the daily back as support. And the bulls are looking for some follow through into next week. And the weekly time frame looks essentially the same as XBI. Not going to waste time on that. IBB also similar with the cup and handle pattern here, but we also have a moving average resistance thrown into the mix. So the left side of the cup, the right side unable to break it, then consolidation, nice lower wick with a higher low forming. And the 100-week moving average resistance has rejected the price about 5 of the last times it's been tested. That's at 296.50 and continuing to drop. So we have a tightening range here as well. The high, the low, lower high, higher low, long lower wick of bulls buying the dip. And the current range is 288.46 support and 387 resistance. That's what we're watching here on both the IBB chart and the XBI chart. SRPT, nice follow through for the bulls. We were looking for a bullish entry here. Bullish reversal doji after sufficient consolidation. Nice healthy volume consolidation after the breakout. So bullish reversal doji confirmed. Not really convincing confirmation until Thursday on a bigger bull day, and then follow through today. 200-day moving average resistance did reject the price at 34.63, but the bulls have some nice momentum. Why we were looking for a bull entry and confident that it would be the right decision is because of this long-term weekly chart giving the signal. We have a descending triangle pattern with a horizontal base of support, a lower high pattern getting tighter and tighter. As soon as we broke 34.85, that was the bull signal that we broke the lower high pattern and the bulls are taking over. We broke out for a couple of weeks. We consolidated. We formed our higher low now, and the bulls back tested and held these moving average supports on the weekly time frame. So that is the entry we were looking for on the weekly back test of support and looking for continuation. And we closed strong here on the weekly time frame. I do like this weekly chart on SRPT as long as these weekly moving average supports are holding. So we are looking for continuation. We are looking to head back up to 39.34, the recent high, over the next coming weeks. Not sure how long it'll take to get there. It is over 10% to the upside, but we are looking to head back up towards that level because this trend has broken to favor the bulls. VRX, nice turnaround for the bulls in reaction to the earnings, riding the upper Bollinger Band support in breakout mode. We have an inside bar on the daily time frame to be watching on Monday with a range of 1341 to 1410. Break 1341 and it's a bear break and we're looking for further consolidation. Break 1410 and we're looking up to 1455, the high of this bounce. So we're taking out all kinds of resistance levels and looking at VRX on the weekly time frame. We closed above the middle Bollinger Band on the weekly for the first time in many months, about 6 months. So that is notable for the bulls, but anything less than 1755 and 1714 is just another lower high on this weekly time frame. So keep that in mind. We could still go another, let's see here, another 25% to the upside and still just form another lower high. So it's a great start for the bulls. They have a lot of momentum. What we have to see play out for this long-term weekly downtrend to break is for consolidation on the daily time frame, a lower high to be established, and then the bulls to show back up and continue to higher highs. We're not just going to go right to that 17 level without consolidating on the daily, so we have to establish that higher low and give those bulls confidence with continuation. And that confidence will come from the fact that this is not just a 1 week bull move and then the bears are going to jump back over it. Establishing that support and then seeing a new higher high and continuation will go a long way for confidence for the bulls. So that's what we've got next week. The bulls have some nice momentum. S&P 500 is always just on the verge of an all-time high. That would only help the biotech sector, and we'll keep checking back in. I appreciate you watching. Have a great rest of your weekend.